Okay, so I've been singing Sonic CD's praises throughout, I'd say. This is my least favourite level in any Sonic game ever. Granted, I've not played too many of the like side Sonic games or the 3D Sonic games, so I've got a somewhat limited experience, but despise this level. And I can't remember whether I mentioned it in Sonic Mania, sorry, but it's because when you go into the bouncing floor, it springs you up and it takes you away from where you want to be going, and then you have to work your way back down to get to where you want to be, and it's just antithetical, I think, if that's a word, that is a word, to what I want in a level. I would say maybe it does go well with this Sonic Mania design philosophy, Sonic CD design philosophy, but it's just not something I'm a fan of. Okay, if we go down here, this takes us a little shortcut, and I think we are time traveling as well, so let's explore the past. And I think this is one of the levels where I do prefer the US soundtrack as well. Now the past is pretty groovy because you're sort of outside in this canyon area. It's still got a workbench, but yeah, it's sort of like, I don't know, it's a cool background, I like it. I have done the capsules in this level once, but I had to use a guide. I have no idea how we got to them. I just remember it's a bit of a pain in the backside. But there we go, got through Wacky Workbench. The faster the better. I will be interested actually if anybody is a fan of this level. Please feel free to let me know why as well, because I do appreciate there is merit to the design. You know, it's I think it is purposefully frustrating, and maybe some people do enjoy that, but I just like, again, with Sonic Mania, when you had the bouncing floors, how that progressed you. So even if you didn't want to go on the bouncing floors, you were still making progress through the level, whereas it's almost like a punishment. But yeah, if anybody thinks, or if anybody's a fan of it, yeah, feel free to share why. I think, as I say, it's something different. But if I were to ever do a tier list of Sonic levels, or classic Sonic levels, which I never will, because I just wouldn't know where to rank them overall, but I can tell you right now, this would be bottom of the list. Or the top of the list if it's the worst Sonic levels. Okay, let's see what we can get into the future. We can just use this spin. And yeah, interestingly enough, it sort of appears more like a toy factory in the future. Very bright and colourful. So yeah, I don't mind this aesthetic. I think I do prefer the past aesthetic. I like the open canyons, but yeah, this one's groovy as well. And I think we're at the end, so mercifully short. Barely get my words out. Okay, well, here we go into the boss. We're at the boss level. And this, I would say, is the most boss-like boss in Sonic CD, aside from the final boss, but you'll see what I mean when we get to it. And it does utilise the bouncy floor mechanics in quite a neat way. I do like how it uses it in this case. So, Wacky Workbench gets a plus point for that. Just one plus point though, it's on like -9. And the scale only goes down to -50 if anybody's interested. Okay, so yeah, here we want to hit Robotnik every time he pops down, and he'll hit these blocks from the ceiling above. So, whoopsie daisy. Try not to get crushed. Now, the floor will bounce, and Sonic's weight will actually mean that the block that he stood on doesn't rise as fast or as high. So it's pretty interesting, this mechanic. And then you just have to jump to an adjacent block, and there you go, just keep chasing it. Oh, another hit. Now he'll start releasing his spikes here, so he's hit the ceiling. And here, maybe a bit cruel, but you do actually want to hit him before you get crushed. There we go. There he goes. And there we go. Okay, so that's that monstrosity out of the way. On to the next one.